Hey everyone, this is Pastor John here at the church facility, and I just wanted to communicate to everyone. I've got some really exciting news that I wanted to communicate. An email has gone out, but I wanted to have a short video as well, just to bring you up to date. As you remember, back on January 19th, we met as a congregation, and at that congregational meeting, we unfolded a plan for the facility upgrade. This is something that the elders and the deacons especially had been working on for over a year, something we've prayed about and discussed and worked on. And in fact, many had even given to before it was even announced to the church. So if you remember at that meeting, Garrett Gann presented the project, the plan. Rusty Reynolds followed up talking about the financial needs. But if you remember, we had already done a very major project in putting a new roof on the main meeting area building. And again, that was at the time almost completely done. That is done now. And we were able to initiate that project through very generous gifts from members of our leadership community and others. So we kind of came into this announcement having already a pretty good fund available. Well, as it turns out, during the month of March, even with all that is going on, as you remember, some of the issues that were highlighted were time critical. The siding was a real issue. The parking lot is a real issue. So once the roof was completed, it was really time for the next project we had planned, which was the siding. And Garrett Gann was in consultation. He got in contact with Kirk Dunkelberger and Rob Royal of Royal Impressions. And we were able to work out a deal that was mutually beneficial for both Living Way Church and Royal Impressions. So I wanted to just announce that we've actually begun that project of actually re-siding the entire facility, which is just amazing. We came together on April 6th to discuss the proposal that was given to us, and Royal Impressions could do the job for us for $140,000. That was about $10,000 less than previous estimates that we had received. And of course, we were aware of just the quality of workmanship that Kirk and Rob would bring to this project. So we were really excited about that. And as we discussed it as elders and deacons, there was unanimous agreement that we should move forward. So last week, we gave the initial payment of $70,000, and work began actually this week on the new siding. And it's really amazing. I mean, I was kind of surprised that we were able to begin this project. Now, what we've done is that we've taken the money in our building fund, and then we had some money that was also set aside in a money market account, and about $25,000 from our general fund. So we have everything necessary to complete the project. But it's really our hope, and it really is ideal, that if we could just be paying for all of this simply out of the building fund. So I wanted to use this time to first of all let you know that this has started, and it is going to, again, completely transform the way this facility looks from the outside. But I also want to remind those who maybe have not yet pledged towards this particular fund to consider doing so. Now, I recognize we're in an unusual time right now, and I realize there's a lot of uncertainty. But I think it's important to at least let you know what is happening, because again, some of these things were time critical. We mentioned at the congregational meeting that the siding that was currently on the facility could be used as backing, which would be a substantial savings for the new siding. So we really wanted to move on that. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that that's happening. And again, I just want to thank all of those. I think we've had about 40% of our households who've already pledged to the building fund. Others have given, so there's been gifts, there's been pledges. Some have given both. But I really want to encourage you, and I'm encouraged by this because I've just always known the rich generosity of this church. And even during this particular time, we're seeing that continue. So as I mentioned in the email that I sent out, I'm even aware of people who are going to be using a portion of their government relief check because, their particular financial situation hasn't changed. So they're working and they have not necessarily been adversely affected in losing their job or anything like that. And then, the government decides to give them this money, which is wonderful, but they're communicating, hey, we would like to give a portion of this to this work. So it's an exciting time. Just wanted to communicate that to you. And again, thank you for your prayers. The scripture that came to my heart in this appeal is found in 2 Corinthians 9, where, first of all, Paul writes, you will be enriched in every way to be generous in every way. We have seen God do that in the life of this church. And then I love this passage as well. God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. So God bless you. I love you all. Look forward to being together soon. And who knows, depending on how long this crisis goes on, you may come back to a completely new looking building, and that's going to be great. Thank you.